What the deal? It's your man King Louis Allah. I'm out here today, picking up my new frames. I got some new sunglasses. These Oakleys. I can't tell no difference. I still can't see small. I think they ought to be strong, is what I'm saying. Oh man, so I got word from the podcast community on YouTube that they wanted me to jump in this hot button topic, right? That Choke No Joke started. Choke No Joke was the video dude for Rockefeller Records when Dame Dash and Gay Z was together and running that, right? So, Choke got his own style. He worked at BT, for a minute, and before he goes off and enjoys his freedom, he tells how he worked at BT and all the politics working at BT, kind of messed him up today. It was like, real bad management up there. They was playing games, man. It was crazy. But it's interesting stuff if you are a audience, you're a fan of BT and they programming or whatever, it's Choke talk about some of the behind the scenes and how they treated people at BT. Probably why, we don't see Free there no more. But that's a different story. And why she didn't want to give me no job there. But that's a different story. Yeah, so, Choke got his own personal issues with Gay Z and the so-called hip hop elite. So I'm jump in real quick and weigh in on, this hot button topic about snitching and the streets and the dope game, things of that nature, and entertainment, right? And I think I talked about this already, but I'm gonna just, clarify my position and, what I think. That's a Whole Foods bag, so I ain't stick that down. But, so just, hear me out. Hear me out. I think the problem is if a rap artist does good by selling his content, but it's not true, some of it is exaggerated and based on stories in other people's life, right? But if they are successful at it, the record company will encourage and continue to push that artist, even though the artist could be lying or putting themselves in danger, right? And so, and so the question is, right? Jay-Z, man, I don't even like talking about this dude because, he's not transparent, and based on what I heard, which I believe, I believe him to not have a 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade education, which is okay in certain situations. But in his situation, having an education, is important. And if y'all don't believe me, it's about showing and proving. And I'm not trying to play Jay-Z. I'm not trying to clout chase on Jay-Z. I'm just jumping in real quick, and because, sometimes, like like I heard, Jay-Z got, get a problem with little old me. You know what I'm saying? So and so I don't agree with Jay-Z. Jay-Z's I don't agree with when he referenced the dope game and being a drug dealer or pushing dope in his music. I don't agree with that. He has a lot of popularity and kids follow him, and they have made Jay-Z a household name. And it's wrong. And so 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 what I'm saying is him not being educated and knowledgeable enough to change his subject matter is the problem, right? And so and so they like, and so people act like, so the record companies that market him and do business with him have made him the exception, right? That it's okay for Jay-Z to have, sold drugs and not went to jail, don't have a felony. It's okay for him to have participated and rap and boast about, being in the drug game and making and spending drug money without being ever convicted or caught by the law. Now you got Big Gene say, to be a street, to going to jail don't mean you a street nigga. It mean you a caught nigga, right? So if you can argue, if you believe Jay-Z was a major or mid-level drug dealer, that he was smart enough not to get caught, right? You can argue that, but polygraphs is real. Lie detector test results are real. And so that's my problem. Him not growing and transitioning when I knew he was getting money from record sale royalties, music publishing, and show money. Show money is tour for tours. That's how Jay-Z make his money, or he did make his money there. I don't know. They say he a major investor in, these businesses now. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Jay-Z. I'm just jumping in and wish the game would be more real, because they pushing a dude that never been convicted, not a real street smart dude, to be a street smart dude that made it. And that's not real. So your idea of Jay-Z, being the American dream is not real. So with that being said, and I heard Jay-Z say that, he want his legacy to be that he was a dope dealer that made it, that made it out into the rap game. That's, I heard him say that, he want his legacy to be that. Right. And so the hot topic button is, and Jay-Z has Rock Nation and Rock Sports and maybe some other rock holdings, right, that he is a part of. We check the ownership papers. He not, 100%, 90% owner. He's a part of these things. And one of those divisions, he hired some friends of his, and this lady, I just read that she was pardoned. She got a pardon by Donald Trump. Her name is Desiree Perez. And they say between 20 and 30 years ago, that's in the 90s, she and her husband, they were selling drugs and she got caught. She was smuggling drugs and she got caught. And, the DEA, if they want to climb up the ladder to your supplier where you got these drugs from, they will offer you, no jail time if you cooperate. So she cooperated. The article saying, and you can look this up on the internet. Desiree Perez. I don't like speaking on people. I don't know the lady. You understand? And they may feel a certain way about me saying their name, but it's a hot topic, button issue, right? So a hot button topic issue, whatever, right? And so she went, and so the DA asked her to wear a wire for no jail, and she wore a wire, and she got some major South American or Mexican cartel members incarcerated. Now, I don't know the status of the people she got incarcerated, but they were major drug dealers, right? And so I don't know how many years ago, but 5-10 years ago, Jay-Z hired Desiree Perez to run, I think, Rock Management or something. She was a manager for, Rock Nation artists or something, right? And so the question is, why would a major or a mid-level drug dealer or someone that wants to have a legacy of a drug dealer that made it, why would he hire what the streets would call a snitch, or what anyone would call a snitch? A snitch is when you down with somebody and you get caught and you tell to save your own ass. From what we know, she was moving large quantities. She was smuggling large quantities of cocaine. So she was making money. Her and her husband were making money. And I don't know what his status was, or did he get flipped, or I don't know, but they say Jay-Z is good friends with these people. And they are she is what the streets would call a snitch, right? And it's the same as, Tekashi 6ix9ine, what I'm saying? The streets calling him a snitch. Turns out, he told on more than Treyway. He told on some other people that was, in the streets, that was like Casanova 2X was a Rock Nation artist. And, it's an article that say, Tekashi told on him. But Casanova had it where he was doing videos with Tekashi, and they was, his Casanova 2X's gang was commingling with Treyway and Tekashi, and he was being watched by possibly Desiree Perez. So, Casanova 2X just got indicted about 2 months ago. He incarcerated, right? I think he's still incarcerated on federal charges, right? And so, Jay-Z signed him, is what I'm saying. Jay-Z signed him. And so, and so once again, it's what education comes in at, right? What sense does it make for someone that references drug dealing and drug lines and want people to think he was a drug dealer to hire a DEA snitch, right, to represent people still in the street? See what I'm saying? So that's the question. And so Choke No Joke Show, Choke bang on Jay-Z. They was Dame used to manage Jay-Z and manage Rockefeller Records. And the way Choke tell it, they was Dame a bad manager and Jay-Z just as dumb, right? They broke Choke jaw, right? Dame hired Choke to video, or document their work, following them around with the video camera, right? That was Arthur Choke No Jokes job, right? That's his name on YouTube, Choke No Joke, right? And he said the day he hired him, they was rehearsing over somewhere. Choke went over there and just started filming. Dane didn't call over there. Choke and introduce himself as I'm Choke. I'm gonna be videotaping y'all. And Jay-Z had some of the Marcy Project homies jump on Choke because they thought he was filming and, being a paparazzi, and somebody broke Choke's jaw. Choke say he was fighting back, but it's just like, why didn't nobody say this what it was? This the level, this one not having an education hurts you. See what I'm saying? This for when you're in a position managing millions and $1 million artists and $1 million clothing lines and you're not educated, stuff like this happen. So, and so they broke Choke's jaw, but they later, somebody paid for Choke's medical bills, and he went on filming them for years later. It was all good, right? But this with poor communication, lying, deception do, right? And so, what's really going on that an artist just signed to motherfucker. Now, I remember Casanova being independent without motherfucking Rock Nation. And so when they announced his deal, it was all good. So now we 1 year later or 2 years later, he indicted with the rest of his gang that I ain't never heard of as a gang. Like, well, I heard of the Black Guerrilla Family and the Peace Stone Nation, and I think these the babies of the Black Guerrilla Family and the Peace Stone Nation that then formed the one one gang. Now this is just my assumption, right? And so the feds then took him down, and it's just Choke's position is, is she? And so my thing is Desiree Perez still still snitching. It's my understanding that if you don't do no jail time, the feds, the FBI, and the DEA can always come back and ask you to do some work. Just listen out. Keep your ears and eyes open to, certain people that they may be thinking about investigating. See what I'm saying? So if she did no jail time, it ain't, she's still old because she free. She ain't serve her debt to society. Well, she said what she did when she wore the wire and got those people locked up, but she's still, culpable for, not doing no jail time. So, man, run up on me if you want to. You understand? So, yeah, man. And so, but, the question is, why would Jay-Z hire and associate himself with people that got cartel members locked up? See, I don't think that's smart. You see? And as far as people come, I don't know who home, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know who home, if brothers and sisters got out, man, more power to them. So, but yeah, man, that's all I'm saying, and y'all got to wake up to Jay-Z, man. Y'all got to ask the hard questions. The dude ain't educated, so you could ask him the questions, So, that's all I'm saying, man. For real. And I don't want to mess with them boys over there, man. They messing with the D. You can't even rap. drug talk, because it'll be a lie when you got the DA up your ass and you not in jail. You see? So, that's all I'm saying, man. I'm about to get my food. I'm out here, man, till 12. Shit. Blade, peace and shit. About to get my food. I'm out. Peace.